Hi, my name is Annie, and welcome to the Walking Word, where we go through the Holy Bible in a year as part of discipling. We are currently in the book of Second Samuel, the second book of Samuel, and we're in chapter 4 of the second book of Samuel, where we're going to see the death of Ishbal. Ishbal being the son of Saul and the second king of Israel. Remember, Israel and Judah are split at this time. At this time, it's still split after Saul's death. But we'll see a coming together, then another separation later on. When Ishbal, son of Saul, heard that Abner had died in Hebron, he ceased to resist, and all Israel was alarmed. Ishbal, son of Saul, had two company leaders named Banah and Rechab, sons of Rimmon, the Beerothite of the tribe of Benjamin. Beeroth too was ascribed to Benjamin. The Beerothites fled to Gittaim, where they have been resident aliens until this day. Jonathan, son of Saul, had a son named Meribal, with crippled feet. So Meribal, in some books, Meribal in some books. In some books, Meribal's name is written as Meshibophet. Yeah, I think the reason the older books with Meribal, it sort of creates a confusion with King Ishbal. You know, they sort of sound alike. So you'll notice many other versions of the Bible call him Meshibophet. So Meribal, Meshibophet, same guy. So this is the Jonathan's son who is left. He is crippled with crippled feet. He was 5 years old when the news about Saul and Jonathan came to Jezreel, and his nurse took him up and fled. But in their hasty flight, he fell and became lame. The sons of Rimmon and Beerothite, Rechab and Banah, came into the house of Ishbal during the heat of the day while he was taking his siesta. The portress of the house had dozed off while sifting wheat and was asleep. So Rechab and his brother Banah slipped past and entered the house while Ishbal was lying asleep in his bedroom. They struck and killed him and cut off his head. Then, taking the head, they traveled on the Araba road all night long. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. They brought the head of Ishbal to David in Hebron and said to the king, "This is the head of Ishbal, son of your enemy Saul, who sought your life. Thus has the Lord this day avenged my lord, the king of Saul, and his prosperity." But David replied to Rechab and his brother Banah, sons of Rimmon the Beerothite, "As the Lord lives, who rescued me from all difficulty. In Ziklag, I seized and put to death the man who informed me of Saul's death, thinking himself the bearer of good news, for which I ought to give him a reward. How much more now, when wicked men have slain an innocent man in bed at home? Must I hold you responsible for his death and destroy you from the earth?" So at the command of David, the young men killed them and cut off their hands and feet, hanging them up near the pool of Hebron. But he took the head of Ishbal and buried it in Abner's grave in Hebron. Are you seeing the level of David's honor for God? That even his enemies, because understand this, God's initial plan of kingship was just meant to be hereditary. So, and that's what was meant to be, that after Saul's death, his sons will take over. God hasn't given David instructions to take out Ishbal yet. But because these guys are running ahead of God's time and are trying to, how do I put it? They actually think they're doing something honorable by moving ahead of God and killing these kings and these leaders. Yet David is staying put. I mean, how many times did God deliver Saul? to David's hand. And each time David was like, it's not yet time. It's not yet time. I can't touch this guy. This guy has been anointed by God. I still need to chill. Then these guys who bring, the amulet of Saul. Hey, I had to kill Saul. This and this happened, blah, blah, blah. Thinking it's going to be honorable to David. And David is like, you really don't understand the God I serve, huh? And so David kills them. He's just like, you've brought death to yourself. You've confessed that you've killed someone. I'm going to kill you. It's just as simple as that for David. But now we finally see Israel coming together with the kingdom of Judah, and David becomes the king of all the tribes in chapter 5.